Hey, yo, man, what time is it?
You know what time it is, man.
2 a.m.?
Yeah, man.
Man, you know what?
What's that?
It's 8:46, bro.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, you know what time that is.
Yeah, man.
Nappy head,
Yo,
Funk Army.
what's up?
Stand up. Get it live, y'all.
Yo, Funk, drop that beat.
You know what we gotta do.
Yeah, man.
We bringing this funk just for you.
You know,
Repeat after me. Say, you don't have to be the best, just gotta outlast the rest. You don't have to be the best,
you don't.
just gotta outlast the rest.
No, you don't.
You don't have to be the best, just gotta outlast the rest. You don't have to be the best, just gotta outlast the rest. United we stand, divided we fall. Should our backs ever beat against the wall, we'll be together until the jam is done. I'ma say that again for you. United we stand, divided we fall. Should our backs ever beat against the wall, we'll be together until the jam is done. Here we go, y'all. Now let me tell you a little story about United We Stand. It says we're gonna funk across this funkless land. We gon' stand up and let our voices be heard. We ain't gonna let nobody stop us from spreading the spiritual word. The ruthless corporate greedies don't give a damn about the needies. We need everybody in the house to join us on this one, alright? Y'all say, united we stand, divided we fall. Should our backs ever beat against the wall, we'll be together until the jam is done. Are y'all out there? You feeling me? United we stand. Come on, y'all. Divided we fall. Should our backs ever beat against the wall, we'll be together until the jam is done. Yeah. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. United we stand, divided we fall. Funkin' with the poor people most of all, as they poison our mind with food control. Third eye is wise, sacrifice. Wake up and see what they doing to you and me. Keeping a separate product of Illuminati, like the jail cell did my boss John Gotti. Dirty politics and high-priced prostitution reside in all the important positions. Just look around at the injustice in the world. Some forced to live in a deplorable condition. Watch us, watch what we do. This rap is coming up just for you. So sit back, relax, check out our phone calls. The nappy hip hop army always bumping in your drum. Twitter, tweet, the TikTok. The ruthless corporate greedies don't give a damn about the needies. A movement, genocide and homicide is happening all around the world. Promise me this, promise me that, when all the fat cats stabbing us in the back. Man, get off my back, bro. Killing me. Let me see you wave your hand. We all wanna take a stand. Rise up against the corporate man. Let me head all across this land. Oh yeah. Nothing but this new type funk 2022. Let me see you wave your hands. We all wanna take the stand. What's up? What's up? And what's up? What's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up? What up? All my true funk soldiers, club funketeers around the world, all the beautiful people. Welcome to Funk from the Front Seat, right here, 9 on the Grind TV. I was having some technical issues this morning, but yeah, we got that figured out thanks to my awesome, amazing producer, Mr. Mark Lee back there, the man behind the glass, keeping it funky, keeping it fast, always classy, never sassy, and always asked me to buy him lunch after he produces a good show. So we'll see how today goes. Welcome, everybody, and welcome those that are going to tune in from the West Coast later. I know I got Cindy K. Lane up there in Seattle, and I know y'all are busting that out. A lot of stuff going on. I have to apologize. There was a scheduling error, and it was my fault. My part for scheduling Che Rochelle. So she will be here next week. All right. Don't you worry about that. She will be here. So first of all, I want to acknowledge anyone that has had a transition in the past week. I know all my Facebook friends are dealing with some things, some good, some bad, some terrible. And I just want to send a special shout out to my homegirl, my girl, Sonia Murphy. I ride or die with you, man. And I love you to death. You know that. So I'll see you soon. And if you had any birthdays out there, I know there were a lot of Pisces in the house, the fish swimming around and getting ready for Aries season. So we coming hard, bro. Aries season, it's our year, it's our time. So if you're Aries, jump on the train. There's plenty of room. And if you had an anniversary, that's dope. If you had a birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. So, I want to give a shout out and acknowledge, all the people that kind of have supported this show for Mark and I over the past 5 years. May, believe it or not, May will be 5 years. You can see I'm rocking my exclusive Funk Not Fight Bootsy Collins. Yabba dabba dooza, baby. They've been hooking me up with gear, and I appreciate you, Bootsy and Patty. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much. I really do love it. P-Funk Radio, Keith Jackson, JTRP, thank you for spinning religiously every Friday night, man. Just pumping that funk for people that need a place to go. Robin Circle of P. I know y'all are doing your thing, and I know there's a summer funk splashdown. And I tried to get Tony Cam. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him right now. I tried to get him to come on the air so he can let us know what's going on. So we're gonna do that after I finish my shout outs. Robin Circle P and Gabe Gonzalez on Wednesday nights, and of course my dog, president of the Club Funketeers, Larry Funkster Jones, on Saturday nights on P-Funk Radio. So y'all check out all that good stuff, man. And don't forget Philly Phil, Uncut Funk, with his thing on P-Funk Radio now, as well as his own channel. And I believe that's on Tuesdays, but I'm not sure. But we all know where everything is. All the funk music that you want to hear from the name celebs, as well as the undergrounds, as well as people that you might not know so well, you go to pfunkradio.com, and that's where they're going to be spinning that stuff at. So y'all check it out. Also, a big shout out to my dog, Jeff Robertson, at the Gospel Music Awards out in Vegas. So, Jeff, I see you. I hear you. I love you, bro. So you do what you got to do out there, because I know, I told you, you ain't leaving me, all right? I'm here for you, bro. And let me see who else I said I was going to shout out today. Oh, HJ Entertainment, Heidi, my other booking agent up in, I believe she's in Texas now, and K&N Jams, Kevin, I love you to death. I still got to get some loot to buy some merch. So, let me see, who else do I got? The Nappy Funk Army 2.0, Oak City Music Collective, my dog's Diego down here. I love you, man. And we've straightened that thing out. It's going to take about 24 hours, to reset itself. And also, who else do I have? Let me look. Let me see. DJ Coccolino, DJ Elisabetta, and DJ Monica. Coccolino is in Italy, Elisabetta is in Ireland, and Monica is in Switzerland. So thank you for always spinning Nappy Head Funk Army music overseas. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the new fans that you guys bring into me, and I love it, man. Dr. Brookenstein, I was on the phone with you this morning, technical issues. So, thank you for hooking that up and saving that for me, man. And if there's anybody else that, that I forgot, just hit me up, because, I'm still dealing with this chemo brain fog thing, but that's cool. The irony is I can remember all the lyrics and the music. I just can't remember nothing else. So I think that's really funny. God has played a trick on me, but he gave me what I really needed, which was the music, man. So everything else, I'll just like, I'll get by. I'll write it down. So we're going to get into some things today, that are pertinent. Um, and I want to do this thing first. We're gonna do this live on the air. See if I can get this dog right now, man. I called him last night, but I was upset he didn't call me back because everybody's at the Summer Funk Splashdown, and they doing their thing down there. So I think that's mad cool. I'm loving it. You better pick up too.
What up, number 9?
What up, though? Yo, did you get my message? You live on the air right now. Did you get my message last night?
We live on the air.
Yeah, man, because I sent you a link because I wanted you to come on the show and give me about 10 to 15 minutes of the Funk Splashdown. So now I got to call you and do it.
Wow, yeah, we sitting here at breakfast, a bunch of us.
So can I send you a link?
I probably didn't even see your message.
Can I send you a link right now? And you can join us? Can I send you a link?
We're in a crowded restaurant, man. There's people all over the place. I don't think you're gonna hear nothing.
All right, I just wanted to
I
see.
can barely hear you, but what time is the show going on till?
It's on. I'm on right now, so I'm gonna get off when I get off.
Yeah, we're sitting there at 12:16. We're about to pay the bill and get up out of here, but
Yeah.
we might miss the timing. But yeah, I would love to do that. We just right now, you ain't gonna hear nothing. There's people all around us.
All right. Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. It was just a thought, man. It was a quick thing. So you guys have fun. I just shouted y'all out because I know y'all ain't watching, but I just shouted y'all out. So if you go back and watch the rerun, because I'm talking to you right now as I'm on the air. So Tony Cam says he can't make it because they're too busy having too much funky fun out there. And they ain't gonna take time and get away from his funky fun. So I'm gonna let him get back to his funky fun and the funky summer swim. So you go ahead and do your thing, bro.
Funky summer swim. I like that right there. Your boy John Willis is down here with us.
Real, will tell him I said hello and I love him.
Yeah, I'll tell him. All right.
All right, man. I get up with you, bro.
All right, bro.
All right. So y'all heard that live. He can't make it. They down there doing their funky thing. So it's all good. But what I wanted to acknowledge is that summer funky swim thing. This is the inaugural one. And they're going to have more of these. So I'm definitely going to try to make the next one. I have to be in the studio tomorrow, so that's why I couldn't make it down there. But there are some people that I definitely wanted to hook up with down there and see and visit and everything. Excuse me, my lips are very chapped from the medication I take. So just give me 1 second. Much better. So anyway, we're going to get into some of the things that are happening around the world as well as the country that we're not really feeling right now. And I know everybody is feeling, forgive me, everybody's feeling some kind of way. I'm going to bring my producer in a minute, and I'm going to have Mark pull up some clips maybe and some stats of some stuff back there. And we're not going to go into the whole lying thing because we already know about that. And I don't really, and I need your comments out there too. Whoever's watching, please feel free to drop some comments. And I need to just clarify that I'm sure there are some decent, hardworking, caring, loving people that voted Republican no matter what the ticket at the top was. And I think those people may feel some type of way as well. But I'm not really going after anybody except the main demons that are actually doing this stuff. And that's what we got to think about. We can't turn on each other because that's what devils and demons and vampires and energy suckers want you to do. So the object is to flip that energy. And the less energy you give them, the more that they will shrink. Now, we have no control over the politics. So don't think you do, because you don't. But we do have control over our voices that can change some of the politics. So we have to flip it. We have to think outside the box. What we have to do is think, okay, what can I do as an individual to add to the growth of the spiritual growth that we're going to need to overcome this thing? Because that's what it's going to take. There's no way around it.
We are in a battle right now. We are in an Armageddon. We are in a Revelations. We are in a Nostradamus's. We are in a prediction of predictions that have been coming true before our very eyes very quickly. And if you sprinkle in the reclassification of the universe and how the stars and I mean how the planets are all aligned, like, for the first time in 11,000 years, and we just had that full moon eclipse, it's going to get batshit crazy. So you guys need to hang on, man, and remember, strength and unity, like Planet of the Apes, when he broke the branch and said, "Strong together." That's what we have to do as human beings. We don't need to separate cultures right now, even though I hear a lot of my African brothers and sisters and my Native American brothers and sisters and Latino brothers and sisters are like, "Yo, we should not try to help the Caucasian people that are going through this too." And I say what we should do is we don't need to be out front taking the main bullets, but we do need to try to give them some advice since they didn't listen the first time. We have been trying to tell people in this country about unity because Black people are mostly all about unity because we're the ones that had to assimilate. We're the ones that had to change how we think, how we eat, how we speak, how we talk, how we walk, how we educate. We had to change everything just to assimilate into a society that didn't want us. So for us, it's easy to see this in a different light. And now what we need everybody else to do of non-color, you guys have to assimilate into us. You have to come back to us. You have to realize, okay, let's band with those brothers and sisters, Native American, Black, Asian, whatever, Latino, because they have been fighting this all their lives. See, and I notice, I talk to a lot of white people. I talk to a lot of Latinos, Mexicans. I drive Uber when I'm not doing music. So I come across a wide variety of people, a wide variety of economics, a wide variety of races, creeds, colors, genders, sexual tendencies, a wide variety. And when I speak to my white brothers and sisters, I can see that they're like, listen, here's the thing. You don't have to be apologetic to us right now. You can give us that later. But if you're going to be down with the struggle that you always thought never existed, then you just need to come on and get with it. Like, you don't have to worry about, like, oh, well, do I apologize? No, you don't have to apologize to us because we don't really care about that right now because we've been jacked over all our lives. So right now, an apology, it won't really give us any, make us feel better. It won't give us any more credibility. It won't do anything. What you need to do is take that apologetic energy and aim it towards the people that caused this mess in the first place. And you know damn well it ain't Black people, and it ain't Native Americans, and it ain't Asian Americans, and it's not our Latino brothers and sisters. Although a lot of our Latino brothers and sisters did go ahead and vote for that fool, so we know you guys did that. So you now you want us, excuse me. Now you want us. Now you want to be down with us. And let me tell you something. We'll be down with you, but you just need to listen up next time. Because, we, at this point in this fight, no group of people needs to be against any group of people. This is going to take a collective, a massive, a global effort to get these demons out from where they are. And I know pretty soon I'll get a bullet in my head for saying this, or YouTube will cut me off or whatever. But, this just needs to be said. And since I don't have any guests on today, I can go full all out ball. So here's the thing. I'm going to ball out on y'all today. Let me get some water. Much better. First, it was about, this dude, Elon Musk, is just going to hang out with us. Oh, he's just a friend. Well, I do business with him. Well, now he's on the campaign trail. Well, now he's dumping money into it. Well, now he fixed the election. Well, now I got to let him in the White House. oh, well, he's just helping us do some stuff, and the DOGD doggy bullshit thing, right? And now the sucker's running the country. See, this is what happens when people effing sleep, walk through life. This is exactly what happens. Our kids are going to suffer because of this. And I don't mind saying I got two daughters, 21 and 17. And my son is much older now, so he doesn't have to really worry about it. So now, because of some shady dealings, some under the table, below the belt political hacking, these people have hijacked the system. And since it's we live in the age of technology, it was very easy for them to do. But the part that pisses me off, we've been trying to tell you people this for 8 years. Stay away from this dude. This dude is no good. This dude is trash. And not to mention his convictions and all that other stuff. I ain't even got to say all that because that goes without saying. But what pill, what spell, what cult bullshit word did he say to you people to make you vote for this dude that you knew this was going to happen? And I still hear some people doubling down on it. What are you, out of your effing mind? Really, think about it. Look at this place. And it doesn't matter if you're white, black, green, or purple. Look at it. Take a good look. Take your goddamn glasses off and look at America. So, here's the thing. And forgive me for cursing, but I'm very passionate about this. Because like I said, I worry about my daughters. So, if we continue to bury our head in the sand, if we continue to not understand different races and different cultures need to put that shit aside and come together and work as one giant force. Put it this way, and I'm going to give you a metaphor. Mark, if you back there, man, I need you to pull up some clips, some vids, some stats for me, something to support what I'm saying. Thank you. So if we're all bent over, say you got Latinos, Blacks, Native Americans, Asian Americans, this, that, third, whatever. We're all bent over like this, not standing up, but we're bent over. And there's a monopoly board on top of us. And all the big wigs are playing monopoly on top of us. If we simply stand up, the board will tilt over. We are more powerful than they ever could be. They have the money. We have the power. Remember that. Remember that if you don't shop at a certain place and boycott a place, you will hurt their business, which will hurt their bottom line. Remember that. Remember that. And since the oligarchs and the power, greedy, hungry people own mostly everything and all the corporate stuff anyway, it's difficult. But figure out different ways to boycott these people. Put out little video clips about your disdain. Go to your local congressman. Go to your local clergy. Go to people and start stamping your feet, knocking on doors, banging down walls, and letting people know whatever town you're in, you're going to stand up for what's right. And that's democracy. And that covers across the board. It doesn't mean if you're black, white, green, or purple, yellow, gay, straight, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's going to affect you. And it already is. And it's affecting members of your family. And it already is. It affected me. I lost a grant behind this bullshit. It already is. Artistical, musical people are being affected by it. It's going to trickle down, and it's affecting everybody. And we cannot allow this. And Chuck Schumer, shame on you. Shame on you for being the weak-ass, spineless person that you are. You are no longer the Democratic leader as far as I'm concerned. I will never listen to anything you say. Ever, 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 ever. Ever. Because you jacked us. So y'all need to get him out of there. Plain and simple. Don't think because people don't constantly be on TikTok and Twitter and, tweets and all this other bullshit that we don't know what's going on. I can go on once a week and get a full summary of everything that happened. And then I'm going to spit it at you today. Because, I see it. I see it. And it's horrible. And see, I can say things that a lot of people I know that I love, and they're, above me in that pay zone that they can't really say. So I'm speaking for a lot of people right now. And I know they love it because they can't say it. But damn it, I can say it because I got nothing to lose. I got nothing at all to lose. Whatever they can take from me, they already took. They tried to take me out with cancer, didn't work. Surgeries didn't work. Tried to kill my musical career, I came back. So what are you gonna do? Can't take nothing from me. In 2 weeks, I'll be 67 years old, bro. That's right. So what are you gonna do to me? Nothing. I'm trying to fight this fight for my daughters. That's why when I go to a protest, I have my daughters in mind. I have my father in mind because he marched with the NAACP. And I carry his card with me. These things are necessary. If they were not necessary, we would not be doing them. We could spend our time doing other things. Like today, I didn't want to come on and talk about this. I wanted to come on and talk about something else. But there's no way that I can let this slide. I have a voice. I have a platform. I am socially and spiritually and, I am socially and spiritually obligated to speak my mind. This is my pulpit. I don't go to church, but this is my pulpit. And all you people that are watching, you guys are the people sitting out there checking it out. My dad was a minister. I am not, nor will I ever be. I just prefer to do this. This is what I do, And when we get together, we showed people downtown Raleigh on President's Day the power that we have. See, so we need to do that like every week. Somewhere there needs to be a town hall every single day. We need to wear these people out, our local government, because if we wear out our local government, then they will then have to go to D.C. and fight harder for us, because that's what it's going to come down to. And Gavin Newsom, don't you think I forgot about you. I saw you slick your sly ass up there in Wisconsin, and you rolled over too. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with you. I don't care if you're from California. That was wrong. You shouldn't have did it. If you're trying to help the fight, help fight the fight. You can't be on both sides of the fence, one side or the other. That's what it's going to take. And that's what we have to do. Yo, Mark, you back there? I'm going to run a few commercials. Let me take off my glasses. Whew.
Back here, they're setting up the events here at the HI, so I'm back here.
That light is really bad as I can't see your face.
Said back here,
however you got it today, it's in the wrong position. Wherever you have your laptop, it's in the wrong position because all I see is the light.
Gotcha. Let's see if I can adjust.
Anyway, while Mark is readjusting that, I'm gonna let him get it. Like, because I like to see the brother when we're talking and everything. I like to make sure that it's cool. What banners do I want to run today? Oh, my girl Nancy Marie, she's doing her thing, so I'll run one of her banners. Oh man, but it's been a hectic month, y'all, and it's like, how can people not have PTSD behind this dude? Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's like, at the coffee shops or at Dunkin' Donuts or at McDonald's or everybody has an opinion, and everybody having an opinion like that, there's nothing that we can hide from. So don't hide from it. Let's embrace it. Let's move forward with it. We don't have to like it, but we can embrace it and move forward with it. That's what we have to do. And it's more important for our future, our kids. We have to think about things like this, because do we want our children growing up in a place where there's a king? or an oligarchy? No, we don't want, as bad as that it is for some of us over here, that'd be even worse. And we don't need all of this backstab bickering amongst each other. That's got to stop. We are not getting anywhere with that. The most important thing that we can do is, like I said, get back into that spirituality, no matter who you worship or what you think or what you think God is or isn't, or don't believe in God or atheist or whatever. You can plainly see we need a spiritual healing. However you want to say it, see it, whatever. That's what we need, because it's about our spirits right now. It's about nothing else but that, man. And if you got a dark spirit, I pray for you. I can't pull you along anymore if you got a dark spirit. Can't do it. There's people I love very, very dearly, but, sometimes, that spirit is in the wrong spot, and that's something that only individuals can take care of. So as individuals, please look at that and listen to what I'm saying carefully. Just mind who you're around and be careful of that, because everybody's not your friend, and don't be vulnerable to that, especially if you've been warned. It's very, very important. So know that, because that's really happening out here. So it's not going to benefit you if you align yourself with these people. Peace, love, and harmony, spiritual peace, love, and harmony. I'm running that banner because I'm going to leave that one up, because that's what I think we need, man. And it's difficult because everybody sees this thing a different way, but we got to stop looking at that. We got to start looking with collective eyes. We really, really do. If we look with collective eyes, then we will collectively see what it is. So, y'all hold on a second.
Hey fam, what's goody good? What's really good? My name is Jeff Roberson from the gospel group called Jeff Roberson and New Life. And I'm coming to you from the town that we had to name it twice. It's so nice. New York. And I'm bringing you some news about my brother from another mother, Brother Zach, who's bringing you his hot new show called Funk from the Front Seat. Listen, he's bringing you funk from the vault, from the past, from the present, and into the future. He's got that music that makes the hair on the back of your neck rise up. He's bringing you funk all the way down to your toes. This is that funk that makes you really want to groove. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial as he brings you funk from the front seat. Listen, let's go.
Hey, it's Chrissy Key Rollins here with Holistic Restoration, inviting you to check out Zach Robinson with Funk in the Front Seat. He drops new episodes every Saturday at noon on the East Coast time, and replays are posted for whenever you miss a live stream. You can find him on 9 on the Grind TV and also on YouTube, and get ready for the funk, because he brings it every week, along with hot topics, amazing guests, and great conversations. Again, that's Zach Robinson with Funk from the Front Seat on 9 on the Grind TV and YouTube. Go check them out.
Hey, y'all. Linda Shiner here, talking about my brother from another mother, Zach Robertson's Funkin' from the Front Seat podcast. It's Saturday afternoons, 12 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock on the West Coast, and 10 and 11 in between. We talk about, I'm on there sometime, we talk about politics, music, of course, what's going on in the world, and whatever kind of floats our boat that day. So y'all check it out. Like I said, Funkin' from the Front Seat, Zach Robertson's podcast, Saturday afternoons, 12 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock West. Peace.
It's Peppermint Patty. Hello to everyone. All of our Club Funketeers all around the world. I want to say this to you. You're watching FFTFS on 9 on the Grind TV every Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern to 9 a.m. Pacific. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful show it is. And it's with our Club Funketeer, who? Zach, on the 9. Zach is the vice president of the Club Funketeers. So we lift him up every day, and we thank him for keeping the funk alive. All right, go ahead. Let's do it, number 9. Peppermint Patty.
What's up, Royal Funk fans? This is Lisa Love, aka Alpha Unk Omega, coming to you from Love's Temple here in Southern California, inviting you to 9 on the Grind, Funk from the Front Seat with Zach Robinson. This is what I want you to do for me. Tune in every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come join the meeting of minds. I guarantee soul's growth and high vibrations, not to mention the love. Keep it funky, y'all.
Hey, this is Jen Vanderputten, writer of Code and Prose. You are watching Funk from the Front Seat with Zach Roberson. Tune in every Saturday at noon for excellent and important conversation.
Hey, this is Keith Jackson with P-Funk Radio, inviting you to check out my brother Zach Robinson with Funk from the Front Seat. Saturdays, 12 noon on the East Coast and 9 a.m. on the West Coast. It all happens on 9 on the Grind TV and also on YouTube. Great guest, great conversation each and every Saturday. That's Funk from the Front Seat with Zach Robinson on 9 on the Grind TV and YouTube. Check him out.
Yeah, that's all, my peeps. Shout out to all those amazing, powerful, beautiful women. And you notice, it's a plethora of races and whatever. And it's Women's Month, National Women's History Month. And that's why I was going to have like all women on this month. So I actually posted, my mother's picture, which is, history to me. But I want to try to talk a little bit about how we need to start looking at the strongest people on the planet, which are women. Okay. And I don't say that because I have daughters. I say that because it's factual. Because most of the time, behind every strong man, there's a really, really super strong woman that's keeping it together. There are power couples out there. Hopefully I'll be one again one day. There are people that work together, and I don't want to give no names because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but we all know who they are, and you guys give us inspiration and power. But I know the woman is the main driving force behind that success, because women have a tendency to see things a lot different than men, and men are always about that effing ego. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying women are perfect. I'm just saying for National Women's History Month, I just want to recognize the fact that I see some amazing women doing some really, really like just things that, are necessary and that we need. And that if we didn't have them, the world would be a not so good place, So women make the world a better place to live. And believe it or not, James Brown wrote that song, It's a Man's World, but he didn't really write it. A woman actually wrote that song. Look it up. Okay, look it up, right? He heard somebody else doing it, and he decided, hey, I'm going to take that, So I just want to acknowledge that. Shout out to Women's History Month. If you have a woman in your life, no matter who she may be, your mother, your aunt, your cousin, your daughter, your sister, whatever, just make sure that you acknowledge that, hey, you recognize their strength and their contribution. And most of all, we're going to need all the women on the planet to get us out of this mess that this dude got us into. So come together, man. Y'all hated on Kamala, but you know what? She wouldn't have did this. You didn't want to have a biracial, strong black woman up there in the White House, but you think she would have did this? You think she would have hurt people in schools or education or pre-lunch schools or pre-K lunches for kids in poor areas? You think that woman would have did that? No way in the world. So you get what you get. Now we got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, again, like, let's just open our eyes, man. Use your third eye. I don't know if you see my tat right there. You see that third eye? Use that. Don't use these, because these are an illusion. like the Bible speaks of. I think that most of our economic problems right now are that people have to work 2 and 3 jobs. So if you're working one job and then you gotta catch an Uber to go to another job, but before you go to that job, you gotta stop at pick up some fast food and then bring it home to your kids and have the oldest one feed the younger ones. And then you go from there to your other job. And then by the time you get home late at night, you haven't eaten. Then you repeat that cycle enough times, you end up getting sick. Now you can't take care of yourself or your family, and then you lose your job. Unions in this country have always been strong. I grew up on unions. I believe in unions. Even though in New York I was a supervisor and I was on the other side of unions. But now I would say we need unions, and we always have, because they make sure that people get a decent wage. They make sure that they can't get fired over nothing else. This right to work state BS is just what it is. People can fire you for any little thing. Why is that? Why do we have that? Is that to appease the owners or the people that want to segregate people or the racist people? Why do we have that? That shouldn't even be in existence at all, period. So, again, I'm pro-union, and I hope we figure this thing out, because I know when the country had unions, the country was much better. And I'm going to say this over and over again, and I repeat this. And everybody knows me, knows I tell them this, and I believe this wholeheartedly. When the mob ran the country was better off, period. When they had their hand on the button, everything was groovy. I didn't have to worry. Nobody bothered me. Now, I'm not saying they ain't racist people, but, they killed that kid over there on the Belt Parkway. That was the thing, because he was in the wrong neighborhood and Italian people beat him up. That's history. We know the history, but I'm just saying, overall, when they had their hand on the pulse of the economy and they had their hand on the pulse of the working class people, it was fine. It was fine. I remember, being a kid, or young anyway, when I say kid, 20-some years old. I had 2 cars. I had a great job at a state job with benefits. I had Tia Bush and Powell in case I got hurt on the job that paid me even more money while I was out, while I was still collecting my check. I got plenty of sick days. I didn't have to worry if I called out. And I was like, wow, it's not bad. America's all right, But now look at us. You got people working at McDonald's for $7, $8 an hour. Are you kidding me? People working in nursing homes. I know, because I seen it. I worked 2 years down here in North Carolina for minimum wage, doing CNA work, passing out medications to your family. Do you want this? You got to be kidding me. I've seen it, and I'm not going to name the place. They asked me to be a med tech. I was like, I'm not a med tech. The LPNs in New York give out meds, and the RNs. I had to basically leave that job because I wouldn't give out medication. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not qualified for that. See? And this is why there were no unions to stop that. So stand up for what you believe in. And I know a lot of people have kids. I know a lot of people have families. And I know a lot of people are scared. But you know what? Damn it. Our ancestors were scared. And I burn sage all the time for our ancestors. They were scared. They were scared. Medgar Evers, he was scared. Martin Luther King, he was scared. Rosa Parks, she was scared. A. Crap Brown, he was scared. So don't give me that I'm scared shit. Because you know what? Enough of that. Because we're not dealing with 1/10 of what our ancestors dealt with. So if they got us to this point, what are we going to do for our children? Are you going to lay down and just get jerked, get rolled over, or are you going to stand up? Like we say in United We Stand. Are you going to stand up and let your voice be heard? That's what you need to do. Put down the alcohol. Put down the drugs that you're doing just to escape. That shit ain't going to help you. And stand your ass up against this tyranny. That's what you need to do. You got to face this thing with a clear head. Being inebriated all the time is not going to help you. It's only going to hurt you because all you do is hide your pain. And all you do is run away from what the reality really is right in front of you. You can stop getting high for a while to focus on this. And I'm speaking to everybody across the board. Because you know what? I'm 67 years old. I have the right to say this shit now. And I just hope people are listening and understand what I'm saying. Because it's very important. Very, very important. I believe that turning our allies against us was a major mistake. Major mistake. And I'll tell you why as soon as I light this for our ancestors here. Get our sage going for our ancestors who gave their lives just so we can lay down. No, they didn't give their lives for us to lay down and become, addicted to all kinds of chemicals. They didn't give their lives for that. They gave their lives to make our lives better. And we need to do that. And I'm tired of seeing our brothers and sisters out there on this bullshit. I'm sick of it. Because you know what? All it does is affect how you treat other people. Trust me, they want you to stay high. That's why they're putting the drugs out there. They want that. And I'm not talking about weed. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They want you to be that way. So they can continue to F over you. Wake up. Wake up. So, turning our allies against us, major FAPO. Why you want to do that? Why? It's not going to work. Because all you're going to do is piss people off. Remember, the United States, we're just a country. We're not the country. Now you're going to piss people off to the point where they don't even want to deal with you. They can't stand you. And those of us here that actually didn't vote for this fool are caught up in it now. And that's not fair to us. But life ain't fair, so whatever. This dude has no empathy, sympathy, no vision, no common sense, no ability to even think about understanding what a person is going through that's not in his circle. So what are you going to do out there? This is my part. I'm doing my part. What are you going to do? Are you going to stand up? Are you going to go to your local congressman or your local town hall next time there's a meeting? That's what you need to do. Because I'm telling you right now, if you lay down for this thing, your kids will hate you. Because they will be like, damn, my mother and father had a chance to fix this, and they did nothing. And Democrats, shame on you. You guys have become some weak, impotent, like non-caring, just buffoons. What are you doing? What do you guys actually do up there that you couldn't get Kamala in the White House? Very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I've been a libertarian for a long time, but I always lean left because the right is batshit crazy. Everybody is liberal and everybody's conservative. That's just how life is. But most of the time, we find common ground, or at least we used to. Don't fall for the distraction. FAFO. And I know a lot of people are making YouTube money off of this. I see you guys out there and you're running these loops and you're talking about all this stuff and you're putting up all this content and everybody's tuning in and tapping in. Y'all ain't helping either. You might think that, yeah, it's cool. A lot of people are watching it, but why don't you say something of substance instead of just attaching yourself to a brand like FAFO and then running with that and then like looping it. No, why don't you look up and do some research and say something of substance? So if you want to teach us, including myself, to actually teach. Tell people what's going on. Now, there are a lot of great things out there. I watch iHip. I watch Midas Touch. I watch those attorneys. You know, I watch Degrassi occasionally. He's very intelligent. You know, I listen to Chuck D. I peep out what he's saying. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal from Queens. I know about that. I'm from Long Island. So, you know, there are some great programs and great content makers out there. Seek them out. Those are the people you should be giving your likes to. Not the people exposing themselves on stage and shaking it and talking about B's and P's and holes and this and that and the third. No. Why are you liking those people? What are they doing for you? Absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing. And yet you're giving somebody millions of likes that don't even care about you. You should be paying attention to what's going on in your country right under your nose. Because that's a distraction too. Don't you think the Illuminati and the Cabal got music set up that way? That's how the business is. I know because I'm in it. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Like Teddy Pendergrass says. Go back and listen to the song. Wake up. You might learn something. Yeah, you can tell the day I'm coming in hot. Because, you know, I'm sick of this stuff, man. I'm tired of this dude. It's only been like a couple of months already. I feel like, man, this guy been in there for like 30 years. Just effing stuff up. Like Frankenstein, walking through on the jungle, just trashing shit. For no reason other than spite and to be evil. And when somebody's that evil, you know Satan's riding their coattail. And Musk, you too. You ain't even from this country. How you coming over here making policy? What the F is that all about? How do we allow this dude to be making policy, firing people, putting in programs? Who is this guy to do that? You think Barack would have allowed that? You think Clinton would have allowed that? Even Bush, with his crazy ass, wouldn't have allowed that. Both of them. You think Hillary would have allowed that? You think Kamala would have allowed that? This dude don't even belong there. His visa should expire by now. He borrowed millions and billions of dollars to set up oil and fund his rocket stuff from us. And now we're letting him dictate how we roll. And you're going to sit here and tell me we ain't in Revelations? How is this possible? Somebody tell me, how is this possible? That we let that dude get in the White House to make policy. Think about it. That would be like me going up there, knocking on the door, and be like, yo, I'm the new, like, funk czar over here. And we're going to do this. Every time somebody says the word funk, I'm going to get $1. We wouldn't allow that. They'd be like, get your behind out of here. But yet we allowing this dude to do it? And the rest of his cronies? And Lord knows the catamine and cocaine and crack this dude be hitting the pipe. I'm sure of it. Look at him. Look at him. And I don't even care if I get sued. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And again, I had the disclaimer up. This is not YouTube's opinion. And I'm going to put the disclaimer up again, just so I can say it on the side. I'll read it to you. The opinions and views expressed on this show do not, in capitals, reflect or represent any of our streaming platforms. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice. We are an entertainment podcast and assume no liability. You have to do that just to keep myself safe, because my opinion is my opinion, and I'm allowed to say it, just like everybody else. See, so here's the thing. When we look at the puppet masters that's pulling the strings on the puppet, we have to think about how we're going to cut those strings so they don't have control. So again, I got about 5 minutes left. I was hoping Mark could get here, but he can't make it. So check this out. Here's what I'm going to mention. Let's all work together. Let's all start at our churches, at our schools, and at our local politics. Schools are very important because 2-3 years ago, we were having all kinds of fights about COVID, getting a shot in school, and everybody was fighting, flipping each other off and crashing cars and this and that and the third, right? Now think about it. COVID, that was the issue. Or was it a distraction so they could slip in all the people that they want to start changing policy on school boards? Yo, when you are witnessing the long con, and I'm 67 years old, damn near, you can see the long con. Those of you that are 20 and 30 can't see it. It's right in front of your face. It's the long con, like that movie, The Sting. It's the long con that these people are playing. So if they get you fighting over your curriculum in your schools, you're not focused on how they're robbing us. And the local politicians are in on it. So if you don't fight for Jack and Jill and leave the educational system alone and band together and take that energy and go down to the damn town hall and start fighting your congressmen and policymakers, take that energy that you messing up the schools and go do that. That's what you need to do. Stop worrying about what transgenders are using what bathroom. That's some idiotic stuff. Stop worrying about it. Because it's already here. So leave it alone. Stop worrying about, stupid things like $800 cell phones. Are you out of your mind? Everybody should get the cheapest cell phone they can get. Stop giving these people money that they don't need. Basically, everybody use their cell phone to take videos, to check social media, to check their Gmail, and to keep all that crap on it. Trust me, you don't need an $800 cell phone for that. That cell phone is worth $100 max. What do you think they're doing with the rest of that money? They're buying your politics because they got Trump in the politics with the towers, with AT&T, with T-Mobile. Who do you think these people give the rest of that money to? Stop spending wastefully. Put that money into energy to go fight your local politics. When you're in your area and you run up on your constituents and your political people bond together, take a day, have a coffee clutch, say we all going down and we're going to talk to our congressman, and stay there all day until you get in there. That's what you need to do. Sit in that office, take a day off. It's going to be worth it. Because if enough people put pressure on their Congress people at the local level, that shit will definitely transport to the state level, and the state level has to go to the national level. Don't sleep. Don't be lazy. Don't say, oh, it's for the next man to do. You are the next man. Mark's trying to pop in now. He's probably coming to give me some value.
What you talking about giving you value? You already got value. You're giving them all kinds of great value and all along those lines, because you are already doing some amazing things. You're telling them some amazing things, and all along those lines, I was hearing you drop knowledge. I was actually talking to some people yesterday talking about the Target boycott and how the Target boycott is effectively working, and some of these other boycotts. So apparently we're impacting these organizations and all along those lines. So we've got to keep the fire on, as they say, keep the heat on the fire, so that they can understand that they are dealing with some people that understand their economic power, because a lot of people don't understand that we have like 3-point-something trillion dollars that we contribute to the economy, and I think the Latin population is like 3.5. So between the two of us, we contribute probably about $7 trillion, and they're talking about that they don't have enough money. But if we could put our background in there and we start letting them hit them where it hurts, then maybe they will stop this nonsense about DEI and some of the other nonsense that they are doing. So no, I was here listening, because we got all kinds of things going on here at the center today. So I've been highly busy and everything, but definitely I know that you got things going, and you were dropping all kinds of wisdom. I was going like, dang, I think that I got Professor Zach today. I ain't got regular Zach, I got Professor Zach.
You definitely get. I was up late last night writing notes, man, till like 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. I had my headphones on. I was listening to my music. I was tucked in my little space here, and I was just writing notes, because I don't have to drop stuff every second like everybody else does, because I just don't have the time. So what I do is I'll just do it all at once on a show. And I believe that, as we rerun these shows, and we'll do it again at 9 o'clock and 12 at night, and then put it on again tomorrow, it'll just run. Different people will catch it. So if you're out there and you're watching, and and you feel what we feel, drop a comment, drop a line, drop a dime, and let us know. And then, we'll speak on it. We've been doing this for 5 years. So apparently God wants us to do it, otherwise we wouldn't be doing it. And I put all my faith in the Almighty, even though I do believe in UFOs, and I've seen stuff like that, and angels and demons. So there's all types of entities and dimensions and different things down here on this planet that we all are experiencing. Trust me, this is just the Earth suit. And, I can honestly tell you, my Earth suit right now is like, it's all broken down. Trust me, on the inside, it's like not working. It may look good on the outside, but it's like that Cadillac that got a busted engine that you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? So my Earth suit right now is in some pain, but I'm continuing to fight through it. So once I leave this Earth suit, I know I'm going to be in God's glory. I ain't even worried at all. He gave me the signs, sent me dreams, music, whatever. I'm God's creation. I'm one of his own. There's only one Zach Wayne Robertson, number 9. So I'm in God's glory. I ain't worried about it. If something happened to me today, I know where I'm going, and see, this is the teachings and the lessons that I've learned over 67 years. I've learned from people that are 80 and 90 years old. Some of them are still alive. And I've learned from my big brother, Abdulio Brignoni. Shout out, he's in Florida. I've learned from my big brother, Howard Beeman. Gary Bordes, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Harris dropping knowledge all the time. I've learned from Linda Scheider, became her little, underneath her all the time. And I appreciate you, Linda. Love you. I hope you watch it. Donna Sneed, I love you. I learned from you, man. People that are older than me, especially in that funk circle where we roll, y'all drop knowledge on me. Another brother that don't get no credit, Funkadrill Santiago. Excuse me, my voice is shot. But Funkadrill Santiago, out in California. And I was fortunate enough to work with him in Mandrill last year. So, brothers like that drop that knowledge, that spiritual, and sisters like that put that thing on me, I'm always going to listen, because it's going to help me help others, Excuse me. And that's basically what this show is about, helping other people. So if there's one person that's watching the show that gets something from it, I've done my job. So, Mr. Lee, you back there? No, you coming in and out? What you doing? If not, I'm going to run a video.
We got all kinds of stuff going on and working hard.
That's all right. All good. Don't worry. So what's going on with you over there?
Oh, we got a lot going on. We got an acting workshop going on with Lauren Banks, who was in that movie Bass Reeves, and we've got a adult acting workshop later on this evening. They'll be showing 3 movies, including Noel Mercy, which The Freight, which stars Howard Kraft, and The Rhythm and the Blues, starring Leon. So we've got some actors that have got some Hollywood background. So this is all part of a film series that's going on for this weekend, and then there'll be Women at Works, which will be next week, and then later on this afternoon there'll be a conversation about equity and access to blood cancer in the Black community. So it's about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, because we can also sometimes have our communities impacted by serious diseases, and we don't always have the right access. So they'll be having a workshop about that. It'll be going on from I believe it's 2 to 6. So that'll be taking place, and they'll be talking to some cancer victims and other victims as well. So it's definitely going to be a powerful discussion. I'm saying,
if you want me to come down, because I am one, let me know. I'm a survivor. And also, because what I would talk about is like, hey, you guys are doing the medical part. I would get into don't eat so much fast food. Because that processed food is what's causing a lot of cancer. Right. And the sugar. You know what I'm saying? So unless they got somebody speaking on that, if they want me to come down and flip it to that side of the table, I will. Because nobody seems to say that all the time. They want to say Black communities and brown communities, and they want to talk about the ills and brown communities, but they don't want to talk about how come there's a Taco Bell inside a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Right, exactly.
You get 2 choices of poison. They don't want to talk about that.
And all that poison is in our community, and you're right, they don't like to talk about the fact that they intentionally bring that stuff to our communities, and they also intentionally destroy our communities because they intentionally put highways through our communities and a lot of other nonsense like that.
Yeah. So, it's tucked out. One's out, one's in. There you go. I gotta have you looking good, man. I can't have you like one collared. I can't sell that. There you go. 10 times better, bro.
Appreciate you.
Hey, I'm taking money off if I gotta do your clothing, your wardrobe.
I know wardrobe consultant as well.
And it's still Jack. It's still what's going on with that collar? Looking at that. Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it in the screen, but I will go in the. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get off right now, go to the mirror and look at it and everything. But
yeah, bro. Yeah, you do that. We live and organic, man. We just do all kinds of stuff in the show. Yeah, you go look. I gotta get Mark's collar right. I don't like looking at it. That is hilariously funny. Yeah, I have a lot of side effects. So from the medication I take, sometimes it affects my skin, which is crazy. I try to take the minimal amount of stuff, but the poison that they poison me with to get rid of the cancer is still coming out of my system. So it's crazy. I wish you could live the life of Zach, man. You would understand what I'm talking about. As soon as Mark gets back from his wardrobe malfunction, like Janet Jackson, only his boob didn't fall out, which is I'm glad. I would have been like, So we ain't gonna tell Mark I said that. I'll edit that out. While Mark's doing that, I'm gonna run this for y'all. Then we get ready to have him close.
It's however you feel, but you just have to fit it between that space, that little space that you got, which is one. Then you would try to fit your different notes, but you felt in between it, like, and that's the funk, and you can change that, and that's the funk, and you can change that.
The funk is the power of the one. It's the power of the one. essence of the funk is the power of the one, Bob. One!
Okay, Power of the One. Yo, Mark, that's dope. What is that thing today? They told me to come on down.
Right now, and I was talking to Rodney, and Rodney was saying, "Yeah, come on down, check it out," because they're going to be talking about equity and access. So I'm sure.
When? Oh,
2 to 6. So literally now.
Literally now. I can't make it now.
Oh, well,
I got to
kind of
go to
like,
work.
and just kind of like Tony couldn't make it to the show, so nobody can make it to anything.
Well, it's the last minute thing. You know I got to work.
And the same thing with Tony. So
And you
yes,
still didn't fix your collar.
I just went and looked in the mirror. I gotta get better mirrors.
You need a wardrobe person over there.
I do.
Take the other side out. Take the other side out.
I just
Your right side. Pull that one out.
you said pull them out, and I did that.
No, the right side. Leave the other one. Leave that one alone. The right side. The right. That. Yeah, it's good now. Let me look at it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's better. When you go back and watch it, you're gonna crack up, bro. We spent 5 minutes trying to get your collar right.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna let you close the show with your opinion about some of the things and thoughts that I said, and your thoughts on how we here in North Carolina can do our part.
Definitely have to be involved in a lot of these movements, as you were just talking about earlier. Definitely a lot of people are recognizing that stores are not doing their part. So if you know that they're not doing their part, then we can support our local stores. There's a lot of businesses in our community that we can support and everything like that. So we got to do a better job of supporting our own, whether it's a cultural center like here or whether it's a store that's in your own community and all along those lines. So I definitely believe in supporting the folks in our own community and our small businesses. And I mean all types of small businesses. So I'm just a big fan of small businesses in general. I don't care whether they're white, black, or purple and everything, but we got to get away from giving all this money to the corporate folks and don't really care about you at the end of the day. They really care about the bottom dollar. So I'm all about us trying to work to help the small entrepreneur and the small folks that are trying to make a living. A lot of times they're small family businesses and they need our support. And definitely they come in all shades and colors. So definitely let's get out there and support our small businesses and our small farmers as well.
Yeah, I agree. I believe that where you work at, the Hayti, Heritage Center is. Did they get that grant in yet?
They're still working on that. They still got to deal with the federal government. So the federal government.
Okay. I just want to see that's something I wanted to bring up. Why don't you explain to people what happened to us?
Well, it was a grant that was out there. It was a grant that would be available to a number of folks. And unfortunately, when Trump and his minions decided to start cutting things, then we were one of the ones that was impacted. So now we got to sit there and wait for the money to come through, and who knows when it'll come through, because it was definitely impacted by this need to cut agencies to cut their money and everything. So it's impacted everything from education. We've heard of the entire education department, I think, is cut in half, to a number of other things that are impacting you directly, whether you think they are or aren't and everything. I think that even some of the science organizations and everything are cut in half, or in some cases cut in more than half. So there's all these things that they're talking about is going to save us money, but in the end, it's also hurting us as well, because a lot of these things are things that we need in life, like things that will control health and control a number of other things as well. So that whole chainsaw mentality, which we know Elon Musk had, because he even went to one of those meetings with a chainsaw. Well, if you got that chainsaw mentality, and then you also know the horror movies that have chainsaws, and we know that they didn't turn out too well either. So that chainsaw mentality can be very detrimental to us as a people. And when I say us to the people, I mean the human people.
Yeah, it's sad that again, this dude ain't even from here, bro. Yeah. I'm like, you hate people in this country that are Muslims or Arabs or from Lebanon. You hate people in this country for all kinds of things. And this dude comes over here and his money got him in the White House.
Yep.
Like, there's something just really wrong with that.
Yep.
And people that can't understand that, man, I feel so sorry for you. I feel so sorry for you.
Yep.
Because again, this never would have happened on anyone else's watch. Never would have happened.
Yep.
I can't stress enough like how disappointed I am, and it seems that it's just we gotta settle in, and now that we've been now that we have been hit with it, We just got to figure out a way to hit back. That's going to affect their wallet, their pocketbook, and everything else. So, Funk from the Front Seat, 9 on the Grind TV. Trey Rochelle will be with us next week, and we are honoring, Women's History Month. So, we wanted to have all women on. That's why you saw a lot of my shorts were, women saying thank you. And, I appreciate all these ladies that come out here. So we get ready to get out here, and we're going to end just like we started. So united we stand, divided we fall. Nappyhead Funk Army, this is our tune. This is what we send into America. Peace out. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Hey, yo, man, what time is it? You know what time it is, man. 2 a.m.? Yeah, man. Man, you know what? What's that? It's 8:46, bro. Wow, that's deep. Yeah, you know what time that is. Yeah, man. Nappy Head. Yo. Funk Army. What's up? Stand up. Get it live, y'all. Yo, drop that beat. You know what we gotta do. Yeah, man. We bringing this funk just for you. Repeat after me. Say, you don't have to be the best, just gotta outlast the rest. You don't have to be the best, you don't, just gotta outlast the rest. You don't have to be the best, just gotta outlast the rest. You don't have to be the best, just gotta outlast the rest. United we stand, divided we fall. Should our backs ever be against the wall, we'll be together until the jam is done. I'ma say that again for you. United we stand, divided we fall. Should our backs ever be against the wall, we'll be together until the jam is done. Here we go, y'all. Now let me tell you a little story about United We Stand. It says we're gonna funk across this funkless land. We gon' stand up and let our voices be heard. We ain't gonna let nobody stop us from spreading the spiritual word. The ruthless corporate greedy don't give a damn about the needies. We need everybody in the house to join us on this one, alright? Y'all say, united we stand, divided we fall. Should our backs ever be against the wall, we'll be together until the jam is done. Are y'all out there? You feeling me? United we stand. Come on, y'all. Divided we fall. Should our backs ever be against the wall, we'll be together until the jam is done. Yeah. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. United we stand. Divided we fall. With the poor people most of all, as they poison our mind with food control. Third eye is wise, sacrifice. Wake up and see what they doing to you and me. Keeping a separate product of Illuminati, like the jail cell did my boss John Gotti. Dirty politics and high-priced prostitution reside in all the important positions. Just look around at the injustice in the world. Some forced to live in a deplorable conditions. Watch us, watch what we do. This rap is coming up just for you. So sit back, relax, check out our phone calls. The nappy hip hop army always bumping in your drum. Twitter, tweet, TikTok.